We're going to continue with tonight's program. If you haven't finished the dessert, I'd recommend still go after that, okay? Because we are very proud of our Sequia Culinary Institute, and we intentionally hold this event right here on our campus because they do a fantastic job. And we appreciate the dinner that they provided for tonight. It's my pleasure at this time to introduce the president of Grand Rapids Community College to offer a welcome, Dr. Stephen Ender.
Well, thank you, Tina, and good evening, everyone. We were chatting at my table that it's really hard for us to believe that we're in graduation season. Typically, that comes after flowers start to bloom. And I think that that's thrown us off our game just a little bit, that we're going from winter to our graduation ceremonies. We will enjoy it very much nonetheless. This is really, I think, a special night and program for the faculty and staff, clearly for the students, because you're being recognized as part of a very special group that has obtained among our graduates the top 5% of our graduates and their academic achievements at our institution. Delta Phi Alpha is a recognition that is really very special. And it does not come without some sacrifice by students and families and other loved ones and supporters. I mean, we know, we as faculty and staff, that our students who achieve at the highest levels have typically a lot of support around them. And that support is very necessary. It's really good to know that you're loved when you are worried about, am I going to be okay? And it's really important to hear, you've done it in the past, you'll do it again, just stay the course. And that's what that support gives us as learners. I know, I've been through a long learning path in my own life, and it was the support of many others around me that helped me believe in myself, encouraged me to go places where I wasn't sure if I could go, and then celebrated those achievements as they came. The other special part of tonight is that students were asked to bring a support person with them from our faculty or staff, and I know many have done so. You can have all the motivation in the world to learn, but when coupled with a great teacher, a great academic mentor, we go places where we just don't think we can go. And I'm very proud at this institution, as I've in the last 5 years gotten to know our faculty, and I've said this and I will always say it, at GRCC, you get a university quality education through the philosophy of a high-touch community college. And I don't think it gets any better than that from an educational perspective. So tonight we celebrate achievements. We also say this is one step in the road, and you can look back at this step, and it's going to give you motivation and encouragement for the next step. And when you finish all those steps, students, please don't forget where you started. There will be many students behind you taking that path. We don't want the money you're going to give to the University of Michigan. Just a little proportionate share for other students that are going to take this great opportunity to start their higher education. So rejoice, celebrate, let's have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ender. I would also like to introduce a special guest that we have with us this evening. We have one of our board members here, one of our newest board members, Deb Bailey. Deb, if you'd stand to be recognized. Your first Delta Pi Alpha, so I think you're in for a great surprise and a lot of interesting and great things to hear from our students tonight. Thank you for coming. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce Lori Chesley. Lori is the Dean of Arts and Sciences, and she'll give a little direction on how we're actually going to do the awarding tonight to begin the program.
Thank you, Tina. Good evening. I have the privilege this evening of announcing the Delta Pi Alpha recipients. President Ender will confer the Delta Pi Alpha honor by presenting each recipient with a gold medallion. One of our deans will cue each recipient to move into position for recognition. They're already moving. That's excellent. We ask that you come to this end of the room when you are asked to do so. It has been our custom and tradition here at GRCC to offer our honorees an opportunity to say a few words about their experience here at GRCC and to introduce the guests that they've brought with them this evening. We hope that everyone will take that opportunity. We love to hear about your guests and to hear your stories. Let's begin. Sandra Bungie.
I just want to start by saying I'm really honored to be receiving this award tonight. GRCC has done a great job in setting the foundation for my future education as well as my future career. And I also want to thank my best friend Lindsay for being here with me tonight. Thank you.
Jane Boss. Jane is also being honored for a 4.0 GPA, and she will receive a plaque in honor of that achievement.
I didn't know I was going to have to make a speech tonight. I've been at CC for the last 10 semesters straight to get my associate's degree. I'd like to thank my husband for coming with me tonight, Bill. And my special guest also is Brian Chesla, my accounting professor for 2 accounting classes this year, and I appreciate all his help getting me through that.
Glenn Brookhouse. Glenn is also being honored for a 4.0 GPA.
Hi. I guess I'd like to thank my wife, Colleen, and my kids for all their support. It's been a 4-year journey for me, going part-time, so that's it.
Jerry Busses.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank my family. They picked up the slack for me when I was doing all my homework, and I brought Gino Pies with me. He was a cheerleader for me. Really helped me out to get through all this, so thank them all.
Jordan Cloud.
My name is Jordan Cloud. I would like to start off by thanking both my parents for persevering and really encouraging me through troubling times in my life, struggles here at CC, and it's been a long trip from where I was, and I'm very thankful that they helped me through that. I'd also like to thank my wonderful girlfriend, Rachel Sprick, for being patient, loving and kind, and really supporting me when I needed it. And lastly, I would like to thank, even though he's not here, he couldn't make it, Dr. Robert Hendershot, for really being a mentor and really challenging me as a student. He's been a big help. I know that all the faculty here are great, and my experience here has definitely been a good one. Thank you.
Chad Conklin.
I'd first like to thank all the faculty at GRCC, especially that in the culinary program. All of those that I wanted to have join me tonight are actually working this event. So if we could, let's give Seki a round of applause for dinner. And I'd also like to take a moment to thank my fellow students who have helped me along the way and also to help me realize that I need to come back here and be a teacher at this program, and I will be honored to do so. And I'd also like to thank my future wife for being here tonight, and props to her for sticking by me.
Cynthia Decker.
I would just like to say thank you to my husband, Robert, for his support.
Molly DeCrocker.
I would like to thank most of all my grandparents and parents that are with me tonight, not only for giving me the drive to succeed and the funds, but there's very few ways to say thank you, so I'm hoping this award will showcase my gratitude and how much they mean to me, as well as thank you all the staff and fellow students that made my experience so memorable. Thank you.
Thomas Dilly.
Hello. I'd like to thank Peter Betzinger back there. He's my CNC teacher. I noticed that I am the only tooling and manufacturing degree in the top 5%, so very proud to say that. And this is actually my second try at college, so to graduate in the top 5% is definitely a night and day difference from my first experience, and thank you GRCC and all the faculty.
Luke Ellison. Luke is also one of our 4.0 honorees.
Hello. I'm just really glad I'm able to, attend a community college like this one. It's really just great. I've had incredible experience with all my professors. I hear my friends going to other universities. They're complaining about all their professors, but I really had really good experience with every single one of my professors, I like to say. I brought today my accounting professor, Richard Barnhart, and I've really had a great time with him. I always run into him in the halls, and he's always smiling and happy, and had a really good relationship with him and a lot of others, so thank you for that.
Sarah Esquivel.
Well, I would like to say thanks to GRCC for a great education and teaching me a lot of skills, and thanks for my husband for his support.
Laura Ferner.
First off, I'd like to say thank you to my husband, Richard, for handling my stressed out craziness this past 3 years. And thank you to my son, Logan, and my daughter, McKenna, for helping me with drilling flashcards and giving me support and really being my inspiration for going back to school. And thank you to my lifelong friend, Yolanda, for being here tonight. And thank you to GRCC and all my wonderful professors. I'm not going to list them all because they were all great. So thank you.
Antonia Fisher.
I just want to say thank you to GRCC. The thing I most appreciated about the school was the support system as far as the biology learning center, the math center. Whenever you need help, there was always somewhere to go. Most of my teachers were during the day like high school teachers working at night, and they were very passionate, and they worked really hard to make sure everyone in my class succeeded. So I really enjoyed my time here, and I'm actually going to continue taking some classes, so thank you.
Sarah Ryder Gant.
All right, I have to thank God for being here tonight. It's an incredible honor. And the guests that I brought with me are my family, my new husband, Langston, been a tremendous support. And then I also brought my study buddies, my son and daughter, Jason Keeley, who tolerated me, supported me, encouraged me. And I bet my son could still tell you what DNA is from my biology class. But to even my counselors and student support services, Anna, I say hi, but Jenny and Whitney as well, and all of the professors I had just made this such an incredible experience for me. I'm so thankful for this opportunity, so thank you.
Holly Gillisey.
All right, I'd just like to say thank you to my family and friends, God, and everybody here at GRCC. All right, thank you.
Elaine Gordon. Elaine is another one of our students who has earned a perfect 4.0 GPA.
Hi, I just wanted to thank GRCC and the fashion department. They really made me fall in love with what I want to do with for the rest of my life, and also my parents who I brought with me. I could never have done anything without them, so thank you and I love you.
Lisa Green.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everybody, GRCC, especially all the chefs of the culinary arts program here. Chef Jacoby waving at me way back there. Chef Schultz, who is here as well, and my husband, Jeff, who came with me tonight. Thank you very much.
Jesse Hartman.
I would like to thank Beth Ann Talsma first and foremost because of her flexibility. I work, and going to school is not an easy thing to do while working. Beth Ann was always lenient with we needing after classes and before classes. I'd like to thank my parents because they just always were there, and regardless of if I met my standards or didn't meet my standards, they were always there to comfort me because I'm quite hard on myself. But thank you, GRCC.
Andrea Heestand.
Not much for public speaking, but I'd just really like to thank God for the opportunity I've had here and all the people He's surrounded me with to support me in it. I've had a lot of great teachers here, especially Kurt Berger, if I said his name right. He was my Calc 1 teacher and just a really great teacher, like all the others were too. But and I'd also really like to thank my husband, Josh. He's been a great support to me, often cooking and doing house chores so I could do my homework. So thank you.
Daniel Holland.
I'd like to thank my family for constantly reminding me that I haven't gotten a degree yet. You can stop silently judging me now. And I'd like to thank the GRCC staff for pushing and pulling me to where I am today.
Kimberly Hausman.
I'd like to thank my daughter Coley and my son Andy for coming with me and supporting me to going back to school 30 years later. Who would have thought that I would actually get my degree? I can bet my high school people are wondering what the heck happened to me, and now I can say I actually buckled down and got serious, so thank you.
Jody Kaiser.
I want to thank GRCC, all the faculty. I met so many great students, a lot of adult students like me. I've seen a few of them here, which is really awesome. Mr. Keith Longberg, who without him and his scholarships, my education would have taken me a lot longer. My two daughters, Hannah and Katie, are here, and all their support and all the times I had to say, be quiet, I'm studying. Thank you for putting up with me.
Song Hee Garj.
First of all, I'm an international student from Korea, and I spent about 3 years in United States, and 2 years in CC helps me a lot, such as I met great people, and also it helped me adjust into myself into society. I'm very grateful what I had. I'm thankful for God, and also I'm thankful for everyone I met. So thank you.
Lucinda Caterberg.
I can't say enough about the exceptional faculty and professors here at GRCC, all the way from my first one, David Lyons in 101 English, all the way to Marie Burns, who's here tonight, who finished me up with leadership in the nursing program. Also, a big thanks to my husband, Steve, who's here tonight, and all the family and friends that give us so much support.
Claire Kalenda.
I just want to say a huge thank you to GRCC. I've learned so much, not just in the classroom, but outside. Being a student worker and getting the hands-on experience that GRCC is so good with. And want to say thank you to all my professors, because I've had awesome experience with them as well. And especially my advisor, Lene Selberg. She's been amazing, and I just really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to introduce my colleague, Fiona Hurt, Dean of the School of Workforce Development. She is going to continue to introduce our honorees.
Thank you, Lori. It's my pleasure. Let me introduce Rebecca Quastany.
I just want to thank my parents for birthing me, and thank my husband for marrying me, and thank you, Chef Schultz, for coming. You know, he's the last person I asked, so I got lucky. But no, I just really want to say thanks to the whole SICE department. They've really helped me with my dreams and to really become the person that I want to be, and I couldn't have done it without them. So.
Cheryl Lankheat.
Hi, I just want to thank God, my family, friends, the amazing professors, and all the staff at GRCC through my 9-year-long journey of part-time attending school, raising a family, and working a job. So thank you very much.
Wonderful. Krista Locke, who is also receiving a plaque for her 4.0 GPA.
Like so many other students here tonight, I have family to thank. My husband and my mom both took over duties that normally moms have to do so often so that I too could get studies done. I'd like to thank a few professors. Kimberly Overdebest, who could not be here. If it weren't for her, I would not be studying art history this fall at U of M. And I'd also like to thank Kurt Barriger, who's here. More than anything, he told me basically no matter what I put my mind to, I can accomplish it. I had a lot of math anxiety, and after taking his course, I knew I could do whatever I put my mind to. So, and then David Cope, who's now retired. If you ever need a letter of recommendation, he's the go-to guy. His gift of writing is definitely proven. So, and thank you, GRCC.
Duncan McLeod.
I'd like to thank my parents for encouraging me in my education and, helping me keep going all these years, and also for helping me to prepare for college. I'd like to thank all of my professors here who made the decision of who to bring tonight so difficult. And I'd also like to thank Lene as well for making, answering all my questions and making my path through college so much easier. So thank you.
Morgan Magnus.
I would like to thank my family and especially my future husband, Keith, for all the love, support, and drive for the last few years. So thank you.
Tanvir Mangat.
I really didn't know we were supposed to write a speech. So I just want to thank my parents who've always supported me and been my confidence. And I think going to GRCC has been one of the best decisions of my life. And now I can't wait for another experience at Grand Valley this fall and to major in secondary education and hopefully be one of these lovely faculty members one day. Thank you so very much.
John Matthias.
Hey everybody. I'd just like to thank my family tonight. They've just always been there for me through my time at GRCC. And I guess I never really thought I'd be graduating culinary school, and I definitely couldn't have done it without the help from all the chefs and all the students even. They've just been nothing but support through my time. And I'd like to thank my special guest, Whitney, for coming out and supporting me tonight.
Susan Murphy, who is also being recognized for her 4.0 GPA.
I've had kind of a longer journey than most at GRCC. I came here for my LPN originally many years ago, and then when it came time to come back for my RN, I knew that GRCC was the right choice. I knew that it had the best program, the best teachers, the best clinical experience, and the best opportunities for my future. So I want to thank GRCC, and I want to thank all the professors, many of whom are here, for all the education and the help and the support. I'd like to thank my wonderful husband, Mel for being there for me every step of the way, and for my kids who were amazing the entire time and willing to sacrifice so much so that I can do this.
Anne Viet Nugent Zui.
Okay, I would like to thank the Lakeshore campus for helping me since the beginning. I want to thank the campus, the main campus as well, and all the faculty, and keeping the best for the last. I want to thank my wife for supporting me and for all the sacrifice she went through. Thank you.
Sherry Orlikowski.
Well, I would like to thank especially my husband, Mike, and my son, Kobe, for their love and support as I went through the nursing program, the RN program at GRCC. And I had a lot of angels in this program. Our instructors are all wonderful, but my two special angels, I couldn't narrow it down to just one. So I had two special angels here with me tonight, Cora Butte and Jody Bolines. Thank you so much for all you did to help me through this program.
Bryant Roost.
I would just like to say thank you to my family and all the GRCC faculty and staff. Thank you.
Katrina Ruiz.
I'd like to thank GRCC for giving us this celebration. It was so nice to take a break from studying for the final and be here. I know I'll regret it later. And thank you to my family for their support, to my husband and my son Christian for being here. And thank you to my special guest, Pat MP, who's been truly an inspiration for me throughout the nursing school.
Patricia Scranton.
Hi. I feel truly blessed to have had the opportunity to obtain a college degree. Never thought it would happen, 28 years later. And I owe it all to my very patient and wonderful husband, Kirk, who's here with me tonight. And he is so patient that he's allowing me to continue on at GBSU. So.
Simone Smith.
So public speaking, my very favorite thing. I just really want to say thank you to my girls, Brittany and Natalie, for always being supportive and for being the reason I did all of this. And I brought as my special guest Katie Vandermeer, who is not only an amazing teacher, but also a really great cheerleader and friend. Thank you.
Jared Smith.
I wish I had known we were supposed to prepare a speech because I have graduated from Grand Valley with a writing degree and would have prepared something better than public speaking. But I would like to thank my family and all my friends. As a culinary graduate, it's almost like I have a second family because we are all really close, and I travel from class to class with a group of people who mean a lot to me. And my special guest tonight is Chef Kevin Dunn, who's standing back there. He has been one of the best chefs I've had at this school. It's been a pleasure to have him as one of my instructors, so thank you.
Eric Stapleton.
I just want to say thanks to my mom, Julie. We've been through a lot, but thanks for pushing me so hard throughout these years and all your support, because I definitely wouldn't be here without it. Thanks.
Alla Stassen.
Thank you. Thank you to all the wonderful professors here in GRCC.
Angela Stoddard.
I just really want to say that this has been an amazing experience. It's a great school. They completely prepared me where I am now in the nursing program at Grand Valley. So it's been really great, awesome faculty. Thank you.
Nam Zhao Tran.
Wow. I just had public speaking yesterday, and I don't know I have another one today. So I just want to say thank you, GRCC, for a great experience here. And I met a lot of amazing people, and I want to thank Anna for being here and support me for a while, for a long time, maybe in future. Thank you.
Sandra Van Dyke.
I would like to thank my husband, Jackson, who I brought with me tonight, for taking up the slack with our little girls while I did the homework thing. And another big thank you to my mother, who's not here tonight, but she's one of my biggest advocates. She's amazing, supportive, wonderful lady. And GRCC, thank you.
Tom Van Kyken, who is also being recognized for his 4.0 GPA.
I just want to say thank you to my parents for all the support you guys have given me in the last 2 years. And I just want to say thank you to all the teachers who I asked so many questions to in these last 2 years, and you guys answered them perfectly.
Holly Wadsworth.
I would like to thank my friends, family, and the faculty here at GRCC. Thank you.
Margaret Westerhoff.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this wonderful award. But no, in all honesty, I'd like to thank my parents who are with me tonight on this lovely journey through life. I'd like to also thank the chefs and professors through the science department. So thank you all for this wonderful occasion.
Melissa Williams Freeman, who is also being recognized for her 4.0 GPA.
Well, what a long trip this has been. I'm just finishing up the nursing program here, and it's been a crazy 2 years. I'd like to thank my husband, Mr. Mom, Chris, and my 5 children who, helped support me through the program. My special guest tonight is Sherry Knoppers, who was one of my nursing professors for several of my classes and clinical experiences. But all of the faculty members for the nursing program are amazing, and you couldn't find a better nursing program. It's really great. Thank you.
Steven Zarecki, who again is being recognized for his perfect 4.0 GPA.
Hi everybody, I'm Steven Zarzecki. I'm a mechanical design major. I'll be continuing my education down here at Ferris for my bachelor's in product design engineering. I didn't bring anybody here as a special guest, but I'd like to thank a lot of the teachers that I've had over the years. Jeffrey Tyler in manufacturing, Dr. Tom Boersma in design, Dan Estes, Wilfred Gooch, and many more. I did bring my mom and dad with me today. Without their love and support, none of this would be possible. And I'd like to thank GRCC for providing such a wonderful education. So thank you, everybody.
Richard Zimonek.
He told me he was going to do that.
He's speechless. And he's leaving. So at this time, what I would like to do is ask all the Delta Pi Alpha recipients to please stand. These very special and very bright people complete the list of the Delta Pi Alpha honor recipients attending, of course, tonight with Grand Rapids Community College for academic year 2013 and 2014. Again, please join me with another round of applause to congratulate them for their success. Thank you. You may be seated. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Patty Tripkowski, Associate Provost and Dean of Instructional Support and Interdisciplinary Studies. Patty will be announcing the Arthur Andrews Cup Award.
This is the Arthur Andrews Cup. I would like to add my congratulations to all of you and to express how grateful I am, I think we all are, that you chose GRCC to pursue your dreams and to get your education. And we're very honored to have you be our graduates. This is, as I said, the Arthur Andrews Award. This gold cup symbolizes the Arthur Andrews Award for excellence in scholarship and honors for each new Delta Phi Alpha member. Permanent possession is given to the new Delta Pi Alpha member who has earned the highest grade point average. The Arthur Andrews Cup also honors the memory of Arthur Andrews, who served Grand Rapids Junior College as its president for 35 crucial years, from 1919 to 1955. Arthur Andrews was a man dedicated to the preservation, growth, and academic excellence of Grand Rapids Junior College. Then, in its early formative years, and not receiving any state or federal funds to help pay its costs, the college was several years yanked back from the brink of extinction by Dr. Andrews' persuasive arguments and vigorous advocacy before a financially beleaguered Grand Rapids Public School Board. Arthur Andrews valued the college and its integrity. He often made the point that we must give our students an education here as good or better than they would receive at the university. The records of Grand Rapids Junior College and Grand Rapids Community College students who have gone on to further study certainly show that his colleagues and successors still espouse this lofty goal. So this evening, we honor the memory of one of our outstanding leaders and the achievements of the outstanding students assembled here tonight. We now bestow a share of this award upon each of you, the new Delta Pi Alpha members. The present graduating class, whose top students we honor, include 14 who have earned a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average, and we recognized all of you tonight. Since, as the slogan says, you can't do better than all A's, we have to find some way of distinguishing the student who will be given permanent possession of this gold cup from his or her equally accomplished peers. We do this by choosing a student from among the 14 who has earned who has earned, in addition to a perfect 4.0 average, the greatest number of honor grade points, signifying the most credits earned. So it now gives me great pleasure to announce the recipient of the 2014 Arthur Andrews Cup, Susan Murphy. Susan, will you please come forward to receive the Arthur Andrews Award for Excellence in Scholarship? Congratulations, Susan. Good achievement. Please do say a few more words for us.
Thank you. I'm so honored to receive this award on behalf of all the amazing students here in this room. I mean, you go to college and you just hope that you're going to get a job, afterwards. And I got a job and a giant cup and a plaque and a medal. I mean, this is the best. So I want to say thank you so much again to GRCC, to my wonderful husband who's been amazing through this entire journey, to my kids, to my parents, to the nursing faculty in particular for being amazing and for holding the bar so high for all the nursing students. I'd also like to thank from the biology department, Dr. Forbes. That man made science so fun. I haven't had so much fun in a science class since Bill Nye the Science Guy. So thank you all for this amazing night and for this wonderful achievement, and congratulations to all my fellow recipients.
Wow, didn't I say it was going to be amazing? And it was. Just in some closing comments, another phrase that comes to mind is actions speak louder than words. Well, the meaning of that is sometimes we can just take actions and talk about it, but it's about doing something. And I think the actions we heard tonight, there are many from our students, but also that circle that surrounds each of those students. So I think that's a fitting phrase that we end tonight's program, and congratulate everyone. Two things I want to mention is that commencement, May 2nd, we hope that you'll all join us and process and wear your medal proudly, because your designation in the program, you are our top 5% graduating class for 2014, and we're very, very, very proud of you. We also have opportunity at the end of tonight's program. If you'd like to take some pictures up here, please feel free to do that. So I hope you all are on cloud 9. Not that we count clouds, but maybe we do. But thank you so much for coming and participating and being a part of this. And GRCC is proud of you today. We will be in the future, and we hope to see great things for all of you. Thanks for coming.